Today I have a very special guest with me, Leah.
Hello.
Leah's here to help me test meat grinders.
That's right.
Leah is a master butcher at the Meat Hook. Have you had any experience with home meat grinders?
I have not had any experience grinding meat at home on an electric grinder like these, so I'm interested to find out if any of them are worth it.
So there are a lot of different meat grinders out there, but these are the ones that are the most popular, that are under $200. So we have the KitchenAid attachment at around $60. This one over here, the Gourmia, is also around $60. And then we have the Ultra at around $130. So Leah, what's the best test for these meat grinders?
So we're gonna grind some chuck mixed with some brisket.
Okay,
Is that like a nice 70-30 lean to fat ratio, which is what you're looking for in a good burger blend.
Okay.
And then we're gonna, if they do well with that, we're gonna do like a power challenge round with some chicken bones that I brought from the shop.
So I think that I'm the most skeptical about the KitchenAid attachment one, just because if it's not its own separate gadget, then it's always a big question mark. So should we take this apart just to take a look at the blade?
Yeah, definitely. So what we're gonna do now is take a look at this plate, and once I pull that out, you can see that the blade sits right behind that. Okay. I am not feeling super hopeful about this one because the blade is teeny tiny.
Yeah, it looks pretty small.
Yeah, like maybe half an inch.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so we're going.
So does it make a difference if it's like a higher speed?
I mean, not necessarily. I think the thing that affects it the most is making sure that you're feeding the meat in at an even rate. Because if you try to cram too much in there, it'll get gummed up and then you end up with like mush or just a really frustrating sort of clog.
Got it.
And this doesn't seem to have a reverse button on it. So we're just like going in. We want to do it right the first time. Do you want to give this a try?
Yeah,
get in there.
If I'm tall enough.
You can do it, you can do it. I mean, this is
decent?
Yeah, it's decent. I mean, it's not as slow going as I thought it was gonna be.
So what would it look like if it's doing like a horrendous job?
If it's doing a really bad job, you get really thin strands of super smooth, pasty meat that's coming out, and it's not being chopped by the blade. It's just getting sort of smushed into like a meal almost. Or if it just gets totally jammed up and it's not pushing anything out, that's how you know it's really weak and not getting much done.
Should we crank it all the way to the top and
yeah, let's crank it. Oh my God, here we go. Okay, so this is kind of the stringiness that I'm talking about when it comes out in like flat little paddles, because I think what's happening right now is the meat is getting ground by that cylinder more than it is by like the sharp blade. I think you get more done more efficiently when you just put in smaller pieces. You're like not smushing so much.
So in conclusion, don't shove it down there.
Right.
Like I just did. Yeah, pretty decent.
Mad decent.
All right, KitchenAid. Have you ever put chicken bones in a grinder to test?
We don't encourage it, but we have done it at the shop before. People like to do it for their pets, but we're not gonna do it for you. We should start out slow, because if it is gonna break, it's definitely gonna be from us trying to crank it up too high and dropping a chicken bone in there and
it just like goes
getting stuck.
Yeah. Okay, so that piece is like a...
Get in there.
I don't think anything is happening.
It feels like nothing's happening.
Do you hear? I don't even hear the bone.
I hear some punches. Yeah, we've got.
It's working.
It's going. Whoa. Woo.
So it's working. It's powerful enough.
It is working.
This was what we were afraid of.
I think it held it. I think it held its own though for a little while. Look how tiny this blade is.
Yeah, for that.
For
so
like
you wouldn't be able to do like a whole
bones.
chicken.
No way.
Yeah.
I think that if this is, you know, $30 to $60 and our standalone grinder is starting at $60, it might be worth it to buy that one if it's a little bit more powerful and the quality of the grind is better.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Okay, now moving on to the Gourmia.
Okay, this part we'll just unscrew. Now this is interesting. This blade is shaped differently than the KitchenAid one. It's got a, sort of a curved blade to it, and I'm also noticing that the blade is about twice as long.
It should be
I think it's gonna be better. I'm gonna turn it on. You wanna drop some meat in there?
Let's do it. Oh yeah. Oh wow, this is strong.
This is really powerful. Yeah, way more powerful. I think it looks less like pre-chewed.
And it's fast. It's like,
Yeah.
and I feel like the fat is more like intact.
Right, exactly. It's not as like pre-emulsified.
Yeah.
That was like a fifth of the time that it took us to do the KitchenAid.
It was like super, super fast and very powerful. And I feel like it looks, what do you think?
It looks much better. It almost looks like the strands of the grind are much longer. The tubes are like staying intact, which tells me that it's not like getting totally smushed up and pasted in there.
So to be is better.
Yeah, you want it to like kind of stay a little bit intact.
That looks like meat that you would,
Right.
like a burger that you would get.
That
at,
looks like a nice
shop.
little burger.
Yeah.
So you can, like you pointed out earlier, some of
Yeah.
the fat is nice and intact, which is good. That's what you want, and that's what's gonna render out a little bit and give you your nice juicy burger.
Chicken bones. I'm excited for this one.
I'm excited too. If that was any indication of how it's gonna handle these bones, I think it's just gonna tear right through them.
Oh, wow.
We didn't even have to use the plunger on that one. Wow,
Wow,
no
wow.
problem. It's
Oh, wow.
right up. Whoa. I think it passed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
total pass. This is amazing. It's
Definitely.
very strong. I think for the price,
I think it's a great deal.
Yeah.
From everything that I've seen, from the quality of the grind to the ability to power through those chicken bones. For $60, I think that you're not gonna find probably a better deal, maybe even
Yeah.
too good to be true.
it's the same price as the KitchenAid attachment.
Right,
So-
and twice the speed.
Yep.
And just, I think maybe the sound of the engine is giving me confidence.
Yes, it's very powerful.
Yes.
Okay, but we got one left, the most expensive.
Okay, so you can see this one has blades on the longer side,
Yep.
and they are a little bit curved, so I would like to see whether or not that's gonna have an effect on our grind here.
Whoa, oh my God. Okay, this is shaking.
That's real power.
Yeah,
I'm telling you
yep,
now.
yep.
That sound is very grating.
Yeah,
It
I don't
doesn't
know.
sound nice.
It's fast though.
It is fast. I guess you don't have to endure it for that long. Okay. That noise really bothered me, I have
It's
to
a little
say.
bit- and
It's
this thing
pretty, like,
shaking?
it's high pitched and you're standing right over it, which I don't know that that's worth. Also, this button just feels like it's gonna break immediately.
It's flimsy, right?
It feels really flimsy, like it's not gonna hold up. Like maybe the whole thing's not gonna hold up. If that's happening, I'm concerned that the cylinder is hitting up against the walls of
Got
this
it.
canister, and it's definitely gonna break, and you might end up with stuff in your grind that you don't want. I think that like maybe the quality on this one, just like the build, is not quite as high
Yeah.
as the price point implies.
Yeah, the durability is very questionable.
Definitely questionable.
So we'll put that theory to test with our chicken bones.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh my God. Although it's working.
It's crunching right
Yeah.
through 'em. I mean, we haven't touched the plunger at all.
I smell it too. Do you smell it?
I smell like an electrical
Yeah.
smell. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
getting really warm back here.
Yeah.
It powered through those, it crunched right through those chicken bones. I feel like it's kind of the same as our $60
$60
one.
Yeah.
It seems like as far as motor power and durability, it's on the same level, if not lower than our middle one.
Yep. I think all in all, in the end, it's all about the end product.
I think that the starkest difference is between the KitchenAid and the other two.
Okay.
I'm not seeing a huge difference in quality on our $60 and our $130.
Yep, it looks very similar.
Whereas on the KitchenAid, you can see it looks, even though we were using the same blend of lean and fat, it looks a lot leaner. I think the clear winner is our Gourmia. It's only $60, like half the price of the other one.
Yep.
And I just liked using it. It felt easy and intuitive, and like it was, even though it was very powerful, it wasn't gonna like explode at any second. So I think that that's our clear winner.
So Leah, you've been teaching some butcher classes?
I have been teaching butcher classes. With the meat hook, you can learn how to make sausage and butcher a pig and do some basic knife skills.
Awesome. The link is in the description, so check it out. For more videos like this, click here.